So since we have understood the Pareto analysis, so now let's do some hands-on exercises on Minitab, and which would help you to understand to how to perform Minitab analysis, how to perform Pareto analysis on Minitab. Okay, so I have some examples here with me. Okay, so I just would be able to show it to you. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So I have certain examples that I can show you for the Pareto analysis. Okay, so I hope you can see that. So I have this data here, okay, which is for the productivity data that I have. Okay, let me just make some changes in it. And I have some, so this data, you can see it on Excel, is the reason we have captured for low productivity, okay? And then, so there's a sampling which has been done, survey which has been done with around 560 people. And we wanted to know that why the productivity is low. And we have identified some reasons like untrained manpower, poor coordination, no reward and recognition, attrition, low salary, poor planning, less manpower, frequent breakdown, and change in requirement. Okay, so these are some of the reasons that we have captured here, and therefore we have asked number of people, and these are the errors that we have captured, or maybe the number of people who have given that. Okay, and we want to know that which of these reasons have a huge impact on the productivity. Okay, so in the Pareto, as we know, we focus on vital, few, trivial, many. So we want to know what are those top 20% causes which would have an impact on 80% of my overall problem. Okay, so for that, I will just copy this data. I go to Minitab. Okay, so as we remember, we always need to put the cursor on C1 to perform any sort of analysis. So I just paste it over here. So now I go to stats, I go to quality tools, I go to Pareto chart. Okay, so that's how I would have to go for it. In the defects or attribute data in, I would mention the productivity here. Frequency is not required. So you can see this is not the one. Instead of productivity, we would mention here as error, because that's a defect that we need to mention it here. Okay, and I click on OK. So here now we would have to do the Pareto analysis. So I would use this edit last dialog. Okay, in the defects or attribute data, okay, we would always mention what sort of attribute that we have. So we will mention here as the error that we have. In the frequencies, we'll mention the error count that we have. That's a frequency. Okay. So in the defects, we'll mention the productivity. Okay. I click on OK, and there you would see the Pareto analysis has been prepared. Okay. So it is a very good, perfect tool that you can see here, and you can see here it has these reasons here. These are the number of frequencies, and these are the cumulative percentage. So that looking at this data, you can see the first three reasons, which is untrained manpower, poor coordination, and no R&R, is contributing to 77.7%. Okay, and rest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is contributing to 13%. So now let me ask you a question, and you can answer in your mind. Where would I be focusing on? Should I be focusing on the first three, or should I be focused on the last four? Okay, I'm sure your answer would be first three, because the first three errors, first three reasons for productivity, which is untrained manpower, poor coordination, and no R&R, is contributing to 77% of the total errors, productivity reasons. So that's what Pareto analysis is all about. It purposefully identify those around 20% reasons where I would be focusing on. And if I focus on these three reasons, like which is around 20%, I would be able to improve around 80% of the problem. So around 80% is 77.7%. and these three is around 20% of the total reasons that we have. Okay, so that's what is the Pareto analysis on Minitab. Let's take one more example here, and so that you'll be able to understand it. Okay, so instead of this, let's prepare some data, and now I have reasons for attrition, why people are leaving the organization, and this mentioned the frequency. Okay, so people are saying lack of opportunities, transport service, supervisor, growth of the organization, peer pressure, HR policies. Okay, frequent overtime. So let's say these are the reasons that I've captured. Okay, so there are around 542. So I've just mentioned it. 30 people, 100 people, 34, 10, 2, 5. Okay. So I've got 200 sample, and I can see that these 6-7 reasons that I have, which is contributing to 200. So now I want to know which are those around, which are the top 20% reason which is contributing to 80% of the total problem. So for that, I'm going to use a Pareto analysis on Minitab. So what I'm doing is I'm just copying this data and putting it on the Minitab. So it's very simple. You move to the worksheet number 4, paste this data here, go to stats, go to quality tools, go to Pareto chart. In the defects or attribute data in, you will mention the attrition here because that is the data that you're capturing, and you have frequencies in the frequency section. You click on OK, and here you go. So you would see that the top 3 reasons, supervisor, growth of the organization, and lack of opportunities, these 3 are contributing to 82% of the total reasons. Okay, and the remaining 3, transport, frequent, and other, is contributing to 18. So therefore we will be focusing on these 3 reasons, which is supervisor, growth, and lack of opportunities. Okay, so this is the power of Pareto chart, which would help us to identify many things within the Minitab itself. Okay, so I hope this is very, very beneficial to you. Okay, so we have completed the Pareto analysis, and the second tool that we're going to talk about is the fishbone analysis on Minitab, which is also known as cause and effect as well as Ishikawa. Okay, so for that we can prepare some data. Okay, this is an exercise that is to be done with the team. So therefore I would like to do this exercise in front of you so that you can see how this is being done. So for fishbone, so let's say I have certain categories. So I have a problem, let's say cycle time is my why, and my causes, I have different categories like people, process, systems, mother nature, etc. Okay, so people, because it's the kind of a will issue. Okay, spelling mistakes, typo errors could be the causes. Okay, process, it's a manual process, too many follow-ups. Systems, latency in the system, old applications, downtime, Mother Nature, could be festive season, year end. Okay, so these are the some reasons that I've captured. Okay, so let's see how we can do this on the Minitab. So I'll just copy this. I go to Minitab. I selected another worksheet. I pasted it over here. Okay, so just paste it here. Okay, so now I want to draw a fishbone out of it. So it's very simple. I go to stats, I go to quality tools, I go to cause and effect. Okay, so here under causes, I would mention first people. Okay, I can name it as people again. On the second, I would process, I would name it as process. Third is systems, I would name it as systems. And the fourth, I selected Mother Nature, I can name it as Mother Nature. I can give a title here. Effect is high cycle time. This is optional. And a title, I can give it as a cause and effect diagram. Okay, so click on OK. And you can see that the cause and effect diagram has been prepared. So basically the purpose of the cause and effect diagram, which we have already talked about, is to categorize all the causes that we have identified during the brainstorming so that we can understand which particular category we would be focusing on. So you can see this is something which we prepared. We see that these are the sections which were not required, so we can eliminate that. I will just show it to you now. Under systems, we have latency, old applications, downtime, people will issue typo errors, process too many follow manual process, and Mother Nature, year and festive season. Okay, so I'll just show it to you how to get rid of that. As I said, click on the edit last dialog. Do not display empty branches. Okay, click on OK. So now you won't find the branches which were not used. So this is the perfect example of cause and effect diagram. I hope this is beneficial to all of you. This is a perfect tool which would help us to categorize the causes that you've identified from the brainstorming, and later you can categorize it so that you can see whom you need to get in touch with to resolve it. Okay, so I hope this video is section is helpful for you. Thank you so much.